Claude? Is that you, Puss? Kitty? Who is that? Who is it? Claude? Who is that? Who is it?
Questions
I'm just
here.
reading your chest.
Pyrokinesis for beginners.
Oh my God. It's great.
It's from a company called Wicked Clothes.
Wicked what?
Wicked Clothes.
Send me the link. Christmas is coming.
So I am here with actress Lynne Griffin, known famously for Black Christmas and curtains. Have you done a HorrorHound before?
No, this is my
No?
first time. I haven't done that many in the States, actually. I did Saturday Nightmares, but because I live in Canada now, I do them in Canada, here and there, but this is the start of a whole new
era.
phase in my prostitution.
Your prostitution.
Yeah, prostituting myself for money.
Scream Queen.
And also, if I can turn around really gently. This is
Black Christmas. How cool is this?
This is my purchase from the show.
Yeah, she bought this here.
It was hand done, especially for me, special order.
When you did these movies back in the day, did you ever expect to have this huge cult following?
In a word, absolutely no, although that's 2 words. I sort of was discovered on Facebook by some horror fans in New York, and it sort of mushroomed, and I had no idea. Black Christmas has always been sort of on the radar, but Curtains was always a little bit under the radar because there was sort of a very bad, muddy bootleg of it going around. But since the new beautiful remastered, it makes me look so much younger than I really was at the time. I mean, it's really been great. Like, a lot of people are interested in Curtains.
People love it.
Round. Yeah, I won't really spoil it, but I'm sort of doing a spoiler. Usually I'm knocked off before the first reel in most films I do. So it's nice to last at least past the first reel. That's old-fashioned film talk. But at least, you know, it's nice every now and then to get to live to the end of a film.
Yeah.
Because usually I'm dead really soon.
This woman had a bag over her head, like. But you seem to be looking good today. You're a lot more healthy.
Oh, I'm not really.
This is really happening, guys.
It's really hard to do an interview like this.
Yeah,
Okay, that's it. That's it. Oh, did I muss my hair?
A lot of people have made Black Christmas a yearly tradition. So what is your annual Christmas tradition?
Well, it's a Bob Clark movie.
Okay.
My Christmas tradition is to watch A Christmas Story. And it's so funny that he's done these 2 Christmas movies at the opposite end of the spectrum. But we love to say to each other, you know, I'm gonna shoot your eye out.
Do you have a leg lamp?
Oh no, but there's one for sale right in there. It's a nice little one. I could take it home. It's not like a huge.
Put it on the plane with you.
Fragile.
The editing in Curtains is infamously confusing. But it turned into a huge fan favorite.
Yeah.
People love this movie. So now, years after the fact, moment of truth, were you completely satisfied with how it turned out?
No. Because I loved working with Richard Chuck because he was a real sort of auteur. And he had some really good, I mean, the predominant part of the movie is his work. Then we had sort of a stop in the process. And about a year later, we came back and shot like a totally different ending. The producer, who then sort of came in to direct, wanted something a little more, I don't know whether you say, racy or, you know, so that whole scene with Sandy Curry and the costume stuff, that was all reshot. My scene with Samantha Eggar was reshot. The actual ending of the movie with me doing my stand-up in the mental hospital was reshot. 2 years before they did the remaster, the original footage of Richard Chuppas was trashed, which is terribly, terribly tragic. The real ending that he had shot was me standing in a theater with all the dead bodies of the women lined up behind me and doing my routine in front of them.
Oh, wow.
Which is really kind of, doesn't that sound a little kind
That's creepy.
Yeah, it's way creepier than what it is, because in the end it's kind of like, oh, Patty was crazy the whole time. You know, the tagline being 6 actresses up for the same part and one of them will kill for it, literally. Well, yeah, that's a good tagline.
Lastly, we're going to end with playing a little game of classic Shade. You know what Shade is?
Well, you mean like,
I'm going to enlighten
if you're in the sun and it's too hot, so you go and stand under an umbrella?
Oh, no.
That kind of shade.
Shade in, okay, so I'm obviously a millennial. So,
What does that
Shade.
make me?
Oh, you're an honorary millennial.
Okay.
Because you're living on.
I'm an
this generation.
optimillennial.
Shade is when someone undermines another person or says something really catty, but it's just subtle enough to be funny. Long story short, it's offensive to the person it's about. Good.
And is that me that gets offended, or you?
No, I'm gonna ask you to be shady here. So we're gonna play a little game called Don't Drink the Eggnog. And it's basically a quick fire round of things I'm gonna say to you, and you have to give your brutal, honest opinion.
Go for it.
Let's do it. Most overrated horror film ever.
Saw. Oh.
Saw, okay, why is that?
Because who wants to see? I had a friend who was in it, and she said to me, my day on set was I was hung upside down by my legs, naked, and they came at me with the chainsaw and sawed me in half from my VJ down.
Oh no.
Now that's the part.
Brutal work day.
I don't like seeing women really horrendously butchered and chopped up and stuff. So Saw, and when I say Saw, I mean Saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
11, 12, 13, 14.
and there will be.
Strangest actor or actress you've ever worked with?
David Caruso.
Okay, that was a quick answer.
I worked with him on NYPD Blue when he did that. And when I went in the very first day, you know how you all have your little like director's chairs that have your name on it when you're in the back? And his, on the back of his chair, it said David Caruso on the front, but on the back it said Mr. Terrible. And I went, wow, why? Oh, the crew did that. And why would they do that? And I went, you'll find out. Well, you know how actors should stay. You know when you do they turn around and they do your close-up, right? And you have the actor who's off-screen playing the scene with you so that it's real. He doesn't do that.
Phyllis or Barb?
Phyllis or Barb? I don't even know who we're talking about. Phyllis? Who is Phyllis? Who? Is that what's her name? Well, I never knew her as Phyllis. I knew her as
Okay, that was my bad. Phil, not Phyllis.
Okay, you gotta say Barb. You gotta say Barb. I
Barb?
mean, well, come on. I go Barb, although I do love Phil.
In Christmas 2017, who would Lynne Griffin give a piece of coal?
Ooh. A director that should remain nameless who just fired me.
Oh no.
Because he could get someone with a bigger name.
Okay, that's it. We're going after him. We're going after him right now.
Yeah, he got someone with what he thought was a bigger name. That's really a horrible thing, and it doesn't happen very often, but when it happens, you would go, wow, that is just so low.
So, what's at the top of your Christmas list this year?
You mean, what do I want to get?
Anything. It can be like an idea, an object, anything.
Oh, well, I'd like to do more horror films.
Okay.
2018, I would like to do at least one more horror film.
Okay.
And I'd like to play like the really sweet little old lady that lives next door, who is really like, you know, a serial killer.
Yes.
Give me a kiss. Mwah. Mwah. Okay, good. That was really fun. Well, that's funny.